I'm just too kind. That's my problem. I give all my attention to others, and then I suffer for it.
If you're hearing our voices, that means it's time for It's This Meets That podcast, where you watch the worst movies from trailer and credits, so you don't have to, but maybe you should. I am Russ.
I'm Jared.
You do give so much to everyone else.
Give too much, yeah.
Too much.
Gotta scale it back.
You do. And these times, you gotta scale it back, you know? So we're back with a new movie here. I don't know why I'm doing like the Sunday afternoon. Ah, yes. Welcome.
Time to relax.
Time to relax. In the moment of chaos, it's time to relax. And this is your moment. Join us. ITMT.
Famous relaxing podcast, ITMT. Where we never get out of sorts or irritated or yell at each other.
or upset about something stupid in a movie.
That's right.
That means nothing.
Unheard of.
Speaking of a movie that means nothing, what are we doing?
We are doing Persuasion.
Persuasion.
2022, based on a Jane Austen novel. Persuasion.
Our favorite. Our BFF right there. Maybe friend of the pod. She's been mentioned a couple times, I think, in our days.
We've definitely talked about her. Probably enemy of the pod.
Probably enemy of the pod, actually, yeah.
Yeah. I do know this is the last book she ever wrote. So... Thankfully.
That's right. This is the last one.
No more.
Yeah, enemy of the pod. It goes Mel Gibson, Jane Austen.
That's right. She's dead as hell now. Mel Gibson waiting on you, bud.
Oh my God. So yeah, what is this one about? I never read any Jane Austen books, but I don't think you have. Well, you started Pride and Prejudice, but never.
Yeah, I think I read like a third of Pride and Prejudice, and I was like, "This is too much."
You got through like a portion of the Pride and gave up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I'm not usually one to start and not finish books, but I was like, nope.
You weren't too proud. You weren't too proud of this issue.
That's right.
Yeah.
It wasn't forced on me as a school assignment, like Grapes of Wrath, my other least favorite book of all time. Well, I had to finish that one, but
yeah.
Pride and Prejudice, I was like, maybe I'll read this for fun. Like, it's literature. And
yeah,
like,
literature. No. Boring.
It's not for me. And it's different strokes, different folks, you know?
Yeah, speaking what it's not for us, and what's this one about?
Speaking of strokes,
Let me guess, love.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
8 years after Anne Elliot was persuaded not to marry a dashing man of humble origins, probably not young.
Yeah.
They meet again. Will she seize her second chance at true love?
I don't know.
Will they? Won't they?
I don't know. Let's ship them. Let's see what happens. 8 years. That's a long time to go.
That's a good run.
I think people change. I think you'd be like, I'm good. I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, Thais and I have been together for about 9 years. That's
9 years.
1,000 years.
1,000 years. Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. Fan service? Do we have anything?
Nope.
Okay. That's fine. I like just checking at this point. You know, it's more checking in on your well-being than anything else.
Yeah. It's important. I mean, it's a segment still, and we have to say fan service.
It is.
So, like, you're doing your part.
I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part.
Listeners, guess who's not doing their part? Yeah, all y'all.
Yeah, all y'all.
There are dozens of you that I'm aware of.
This segment's turning into blame the fans.
That's right.
Probably not the best segment to start the whole episode with, but whatever.
Yeah, fan shaming.
Fan shame.
So, listeners, if you want to send us an email and prevent us from shaming you like this,
well, even if they do send an email, we're probably going to shame them though. So let's not make promises here that we can't.
But we always celebrate those.
That's right.
Yeah, be a part of something, you know?
Be part of something bigger than anything else, you know?
ITMT. So yeah, it's thismeetsthat@gmail.com. Send us an email. You can, like I said before, you know, send me a message any way possible. You can. Instagram, text message. I'm not going to do my phone number. Don't worry.
No, I don't have to bleep that out again. Venmo with $1.
Venmo,
Send $1 and then,
Send $1 in a note. I'll read that.
Yeah.
Jared Dashaluka.
Just give me a bunch of emojis like house, pizza, car, gas.
Perfect. That's the perfect note.
Make us solve the puzzle.
Yes. We love puzzles.
Love them.
So, listeners, I anxiously await your communications.
Me too, actually. I do, because one of these days I just want to feel happy for you.
Thanks.
It's been your wedding day, and then that's been about it. So
that's right. Russ doesn't care that much about the emails, but I do. He just wants to see me happy.
I just want to see him happy, and right now it's been a while. So
hasn't it been a while for us all?
Yeah, we're creep up on a decade.
What a world.
What a world. Okay, that's it. 2025, we're trying to be happier.
That's right. Make money, be happier.
Nope, that's not a pillar. No, it's not. Making money will make us happier, but right now, I don't think anyone's making money. So
That's right.
Okay.
Trailer time?
Yeah, a couple lovers in the fields. I think this for like
low start.
It's not. I guess they're trying to make this a comedy, so I guess it would be a rom-com. But
Yeah, I think there's supposed to be funny elements.
yeah, but this is I would say for a romance drama, this is coming in hot. I think we just get right into the
Okay. This is hot for you.
for this type of trailer. Just
Yeah,
a couple lovers in the field, right? And
Grassy knoll. Assassinate one of our favorite presidents.
looking at each other.
That's right.
And we get a voiceover. I almost got married once.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then we get, I hate this motif that we get a bunch here. She just like is looking at us narrating things, which I sometimes like, but
we're getting the Deadpool / Fleabag thing here. We're getting the fourth wall breaking. It's very Fleabag. They're like, how do we update what is this? Persuasion, the other P one?
Persuasion. Yeah.
How do we update this for the people to get into? And it's definitely Fleabag vibes, which great show. Watch that.
Yeah. I still haven't watched it.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. Very good.
She's like petting a rabbit. She's always petting a rabbit.
Yeah. It took me. I go back. I was like, wait, she was petting something. What was she petting? I was like, oh, it's a rabbit.
Yeah. Very Dr. Evil.
Very Dr. Evil. And she's going on. She's like, no two souls were more in rhythm than Wentworth and I. But British, all British accents, by the way. And like the more annoying ones where they're like, it's like Bridgerton level kind of,
Yeah. Bridgerton. Yeah.
Is that what it's? Bridgerton?
Bridgerton. Yeah.
Bridgerton? I don't even know.
Yeah. The very posh. Very posh.
Well, that's how you say it, though. If you say it in the accent, doesn't it come out? Doesn't it sound like that?
Bridgerton.
Bridgerton. Oh, it's Bridgerton.
Probably. I watched, speaking of posh British accents, I watched Midas Man on the plane last night.
I don't know what that
Actually
is.
kind of good. It's a Brian Epstein biopic there.
Oh, okay.
The fifth Beatle, Brian Epstein.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know. There's a lot of Epsteins out there.
Yeah. Most of them not great, but Brian Epstein, not bad. Gave us the Beatles, so
That's one good thing, I guess we've all got.
yeah. Anyway.
So, then she's going on. She got her first persuasion here. She was persuaded by her family to give him up. Can't wait to find out why. Can't wait to find out why.
Yeah, it's probably because he's a poor. I bet he's
probably because he's poor. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's
Classic British.
Classic British. Yeah.
And then this is like half of this trailer is like either her or him looking at us sadly.
I mean, that's it. That's pretty much it's that, and then horses and carriages, and then like epic strolls through beautiful woods or on epic cliffs. I guess that's all they did back then. So
I think that's all they did. I think that's all they did. That's all they still do.
I think that's all they could do because they didn't have any. Yeah. There's no internet. There's no TVs. There's no.
How do you consume time?
Yeah, you complain about your love life.
Drinking.
Yes, a lot of drinking. a lot of drinking. So we get and then she's like more fourth wall breaking. She's like, and my father, and shot a dad reading out loud something. Daddy. And he's in a fitting room, or he's getting fitted for something in a room full of paintings of himself, that sounds fantastic.
Never met a reflective surface he didn't like.
So, okay. Yeah. More fourth wall breaking and my sisters, but we only get the one, I think. So we get quick shots of dad and the sister, and then the sis, and she gives the line from the opening here: "I give all my attention to others, and I suffer for it."
Yeah, and she replies, "Where are your children? How should I know?"
Yeah, another quick Fleabag moment. And she looks over the camera. It's yeah.
It's gonna be
Be one of those.
It looks like we're probably bouncing back and forth between the countryside and like the city. I don't know, maybe London. Who knows?
Yeah, London. Yep.
Yeah, London. London.
London.
So then we see like the White Hart Inn and in the city, and she would have been happier keeping him than giving him up. Which you're like, yeah, that's the whole first minute of what just happened in the trailer. We get it.
Then we get the voice of reason, though. She comes in and she's like, hey, it's been 7 years. She's like, it's been 8. It's like, you got to move on. It's like 7 years. Like, holy smokes. Get an app. Get on some dating apps or something, you know?
Right? Totally.
Victorian age apps or whatever.
Messenger pigeons? I don't know.
Messenger pigeon. The pigeon.
Yeah. Yeah, get on Pigeon.
Get on Pigeon, would you? Oh my god!
And we got our first title card.
Yeah, based on the timeless love story by Jane Austen.
It's so timeless.
And more carriages pulling up. We got a special guest tonight. The crew's all hanging on the house. They're pumped to see the captain. My captain. Right?
Captain Wentworth. That's right.
Captain Wentworth.
Is it true that he's devastatingly handsome? And they're like, ooh.
I wish someone would describe me like that. Devastatingly handsome.
I'm sure someone has.
I'm sure someone has.
You're a handsome guy.
Oh, thanks, bud.
You're welcome.
So then we get another title card, right? Yeah, author of Emma and Pride and Prejudice. So if you didn't know,
never heard of Emma. Yeah,
no, I've heard of Emma. Like these are the three. I think these are the three. These are the three bangers, right?
I think so.
These are the three hits. Persuasion. These are the big, yeah.
Well, no, and Sense and Sensibility.
Big four. Right. Oh, Jesus.
I mean, she only has 6 books. So
yeah, I was gonna say she doesn't have many, right? I think we named 4.
Yeah. 4 out of 6. I can't name the other 2 Jane Austen books, but
no.
Listeners, can you send us
name all 6 of them? Let me get some more humor. And she's doing a little kind of mocking of Captain Wentworth here. Classic move where she's making a joke. Everyone's like, "Hey, cut it! He's right behind you." She got jammed as a mustache, I guess.
A jam mustache, which I was like,
jam stash
doesn't have a mustache.
He did at some point, I'm sure. I don't know.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He's capable of having a mustache, so
100%. So there you go.
Yeah.
But then he shows up and he's like, yeah, we've met before. And everyone's like, ooh, interesting. And then there's this awkward exchange between them about hair. And then there's the jam joke. It's just, you know, it's kind of goofy.
Have we met long ago before I was handsome? Well, your face has matured and your hair is intact. Ah, yes, your hair is also suitably appropriate. I'm gonna hate this.
We should drink. We should get bottles of like red wine and drink red wine when we watch this movie. I bet it'll enhance the experience and
yeah,
you know,
I'll feel enhanced. Yeah,
yeah. I'll be on a couch, my slippers on, drinking some red wine.
Aw,
my little blanket.
Yeah. Enhance me, please.
Enhance me, please. Enhance me through this. And then she's going on. She's like, "We're worse than exes. We're friends."
Yeah, we're at the beach now. So we get a nice little countryside cliff beach situation. It's beautiful.
You don't want to be in their friend zone. And then we got her kind of being a little drunk, maybe yelling his name and then hiding, and then she knocks a pot of gravy over her head.
I thought it was gravy ink, maybe.
I don't know, but it was brown and it didn't look good. And wine, but she had the wine bottle. I don't know. It's whatever. This is just comedy.
Great.
Title card this July.
Ooh,
yeah, coming up soon.
July 2022. Good month.
I don't remember it.
Simpler times.
Yeah, simpler times. And we'd
all just been vaccinated.
right. Yeah, I can't remember if we're in or outside at that point. I don't even know anymore.
Outside. We were outside. Yeah.
Were we outside by then? I don't even know.
Maybe inside too. Yeah.
Well, we were outside, but we had to be apart from each other. I think, right? Still,
no. I think we're good. 2022. Yeah, we're
right. Oh yeah, 2022. I can't remember. I can't remember the timeline either.
Where have the years gone?
I told you, it's been a decade of terribleness. So then we get the cocky dude shows up, the guy, the bro who's gonna be like, "Hello, Anne, I'm taking you on here."
Guy.
And this is like this exchange they have. He pops in like they're on the cliffs of Mordor there, wherever they are, and he's like, "Pardon me, I believe in your way." And
she's like, "Perhaps you can correct that."
Now that can't be the actual dialogue exchange. That's gonna be like a weird edited, like we're missing a line there.
I don't know, dude.
You had to have said like one more thing, like I don't know. Wouldn't it be great if I could take you out sometime? Maybe you could correct that, but oh no, maybe it is. No. And then Wentworth, he's like, "Bro, can I help you with something?" Bro's like, Considering what I want help with, no.
No.
What I need help with is you carrying my bags.
That's right. Now we've got two handsome guys.
Yeah, two handsome guys, one rich, one poor, and one's a captain though. So
Captain Poor.
Captain Poor, not Captain America. And then we get if the friend shows up again, right? And she's like,
"Do I sense a romance brewing?" Pip pip.
Shot of bro dude talking with some other bros, and they're like, "Bro, do I sense a romance brewing?" He's probably like, "Yeah, maybe, I don't know." And then she's like, "Yeah, it must be after something because everyone's always after something." So
yeah, very suspicious.
Yeah, just be aware of that.
Then things start to accelerate. I feel like the rest of the trailer kind of gets quicker, right?
Yeah, because there's nothing really happens, I think, in this movie. It's just going to be a lot of talking and dialogue. And so you have to make the trailer interesting somehow. So, yeah.
We get new guy comes back and he's talking to the women here. And he's like, well, I work for my titles. I'm not nobility. And then she's like, oh, he's a flirt and a hard worker. And he's like, and don't forget rich.
Lines I wish I could someday say to somebody. Yep, and don't forget rich. Devastatingly handsome, and don't forget rich.
That's right.
Damn it. Lines we'll never get to say.
Nope. I am neither nor.
I'm neither nor and never will be. There's more horses and carriages clopping along because, that's what you did. That's how you got around back then. That's the Uber of the time. So
very Monty Python.
Turns 50 years old this year.
That's right.
And then she's going on about something. She went on about something I couldn't quite make out what the hell she was saying.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, I don't think. Wait, is that when she's walking through the woods with a group of friends, or is that after?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So she's talking about how she broke his heart. And that part.
Yeah. I think it was like something around there. But then there's now from this point on forward, they do all these close-ups of Wentworth in various moments, and it looks like he's either he's confused, like he's got dementia type of thing, or he's got to take a shit. He's just all these faces he's making. He's just kind of he's
actually constipated.
Yeah. Captain Constipation. He's like, oh no. And then she's like, yeah, I broke his heart. And we got shot of Wentworth looking like he's got to take a shit in the woods. And then, what would you want me to be? And she's like, I want me to be whatever you want me to be. Or I don't know.
She's like, I don't want you to be angry. And he's like, well, so what do you want me to be? Why don't you just tell me?
Yeah. Don't make me guess, woman.
Yeah.
I can't read your mind.
New guy pops in and he's like, I know how much you value that guy's friendship.
Cut to him grabbing a little ass over there and he's like, boo, boo, boo. Let's go. Fired up.
Yep. Then they're at some kind of fancy ball.
That's what you did back then, I guess, right?
In between walking in the woods, fancy ball.
Which you take an Uber carriage to the fancy ball. Yeah.
I shouldn't be one to talk, I guess. I spend a lot of time also walking around the woods.
I thought you were saying going to fancy balls. I'm like, no, you don't.
That's right. Mostly fancy balls and walking around the woods.
That's Jared's entire life.
That's right. I'm always in a masquerade.
Why wouldn't you invite me to these cool balls? And then, trailer's building. He's like, and she's like, I didn't know if I'd see you again or how much I cared, yada, yada, yada. Blah. All the love part here, I guess.
Yep.
And then it's just shot of mixed, sad faces. Wentworth looking like he still needs to take a shit, and more stuff about changing and changes, and you change, but I didn't change, and but it changed, and all this in British accents, so it sounds really pretentious and important, but it's not.
Yep.
We got some running in the woods.
Yep, playing violin.
Ooh,
you do.
Violinists.
Blowing out candles.
Then we get our final word from Anne. She's like, don't let anyone tell you how to live. Intercut with close-ups of her face and blowing out the candle, and Wentworth looking, he's still going to take a shit, and the music is swelling. It cuts to black, and then back on her fourth wall breaking, or who to love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's laying down looking at us on a blanket in the field. Because that's the other thing they do is just sit in the field.
Oh, that's right. I guess that's another activity you did back then.
Yep. Sit in a field.
Drink wine. So then, title card, Persuasion. And then we get another title card as the gang is hiking through the cliff. We got Dakota Johnson, Cosmo Jarvis, Nikki, great name, by the way, Nikki Amuka-Bird with Richard E. Grant, Star Wars villain there.
Dickie Grant.
Yep, Dickie Grant. He's great. I like him. And he was also in Logan. He was the scientist in Logan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. Him. And Henry Golding, who I don't know who that is, but that might be the bro guy. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Title card screenplay by Ron Bass and Alicia Victoria Winslow. 3 names, three titler.
Ooh, like a classic John Wilkes Booth.
Yep. Directed by Gary Cracknell. And our final title card from our overlords of content, Netflix. Whew.
The best.
Yeah. So that's it.
Well, time to prognosticate.
I guess.
I don't even know.
I don't even know yet.
I feel like I'm going to be so bored.
Yeah.
Tell me this is a short movie.
Yeah.
I didn't look at the runtime. Oh, it's almost 2 hours.
Oh my God. Why we don't need 2 hours of Persuasion. That doesn't need to be happening.
Oh, no. Well, all right.
Well,
here's what I think's gonna happen.
You going real here, or are you going like wishful thinking?
Yeah.
Column A, column.
Yeah, I'm little column A, little column B. I'm thinking that they this turns into like a whole thing about putting the poors in workhouses.
That's right.
The British love workhouses.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, that tracks. I'm on board with that.
Yep. So I think it turns into like it's like a labor commentary thing where they're talking about, like I think we get away from the romance. I guess I am wishful thinking.
Yeah, a little bit. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah.
I think we get away from the romance and then we get him like dying in a factory or something.
Captain Wentworth. Yeah. Okay. So,
and because factory.
And it's because it's the British and it's like this big regime here. It's not like they use the word like, oh, we persuaded you. It's not really persuasion. It's just actually like coercion. We kind of made you do this thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The empire.
Under the veil of persuasion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think he becomes destitute. They put him in a workhouse and he works himself to death. And then the end is like her being like happy with the rich guy. Like, can you imagine?
And then they continue. And then they continue to just carry on the line of rich with the rich guy because obviously it's like, well, yeah, of course I'm going to marry this guy. He's rich. Let's keep the money flowing in the family. You know what I mean?
Yep, a happy ending.
Yeah, I see. A true happy ending for everyone, right?
That's right.
Captain Wentworth learns his lesson, and the rich continue on. Right?
He gets his come downance.
Yeah.
Get in your place where you belong.
Yeah. And then maybe he leads to I think he just dies. He just dies in the movie alone.
Yep. I think so.
Poor.
Yeah. He gets like black lung or something.
That's the other half of the movie is like this juxtaposition of like her having this fantastic, beautiful life with the rich guy and going to balls and all this while he is just dying from black lung slowly for the whole second half of the movie.
Yep. In the famous British coal mines.
Yeah. I think that's I'm into that. Yeah.
I want there to be suffering. Lots of suffering.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously she can't because when you're rich, there's no suffering when you're rich. So
of course. Well, she'll probably get like a bottle of wine that's like a little corked.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no. That's the suffering for an hour.
Yeah. Oh, my grapes have spoiled.
Grapes of wrath.
Speaking of suffering.
Okay. Yeah. I see all that. I like that. I hope that's what happens. I really do. Okay. I don't think
it's the prejudice part.
Yeah.
It's the prejudice part of Persuasion and Prejudice, right?
Yeah,
that's what we're doing?
Right. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. Yes, Persuasion and Prejudice. Are there zombies in this part at some point? Maybe he dies and becomes a zombie. And then that's where we get, the Pride, Persuasion, Prejudice, and zombies.
Yeah. Oh, maybe when Captain Wentworth dies from black lung in the workhouse, maybe then he turns into a zombie and they keep him chained up in the basement and they feed him like little rabbits. That probably from the rabbits.
That's why the rabbits are. Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yep. He becomes the rich person's pet.
That's right. Because that's how they continue to maintain, right? Because they turn everyone into zombies and that's how they can maintain their high classy life.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay. That's weird. That's weird how that came about. Interesting. Okay.
Nailed it.
All right. Well, yeah, I think we nailed it. I mean, I don't
You got nothing else?
Pride, Persuasion, Prejudice, and Zombies. That's what we think is going to happen.
That's right. A Jane Austen classic.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I think this ship has sailed. I don't know. They had, or this carriage is riding away.
They had ships.
Yeah, they had old wooden ones, actually. Yeah. In fact,
they totally had ships. Famous British Navy. It was like a thing.
And carriages. Okay. Well, thanks for listening. Back next week with the full breakdown, or whatever we want to call it. Anytime you can follow us on Instagram at It's This Meets That. Subscribe to us where you listen to podcasts. It says auto download. And if you like this thing that we do here, tell a friend via carrier pigeon.
Please. Or tell a stranger via internet review.
Yeah. That helps.
5 stars, maybe a comment, Apple, Spotify, wherever you're allowed to do that. Wait for that Yelp review still.
Oh, can't wait.
If you're feeling real old-fashioned, you can send us an email. We love emails. It's justmeetsthat@gmail.com. Already talked about that a bunch. Or you can go to the website if you want merch. We got merch.
Wait,
I'm doing merch plugs in the episode descriptions now. Did you see that?
I did not. That's wow. You're going all in. I love it.
A craven attempt at getting people to buy merch.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking of buying things, Russ's Book Host available wherever you buy books. Not on the website, but might as well be.
Whatever, you can find it.
Yeah, just go to itsthismeetsthat.com and you can do all that jazz.